Hi, Trevor here, reflecting on life through music. Thank you for stopping by. Well, coming again today, you're very welcome. I trust you enjoyed my last video on music composer Jimmy Webb. He wrote that song MacArthur Park, Someone Left the Cake Out in the Rain. So we looked at that song in particular. So trust you found that one encouraging. We're going from there to 1965 in Bath, Somerset. Mark Robert Bailey was born. His mum was a nurse, and his dad was kind of had a bit of a medical practice, and so he kind of grew up around some pretty clever parents. In fact, he had a very high academic achievement himself, but he was also actually really good at sport. He was actually the captain of the cricket team, much to the surprise of the faculty at the time. But he was also in a band behind closed doors, which was doing originals. And he also got grilled in classical music. Rumour has that as a multi-instrumentalist, he actually got to grade 6 in clarinet. So we're talking about a very cleverly brilliant guy here, absolutely. He went to the London College of Music. He thought, well, I want to do music. So he graduated with an associate diploma. And it was after that time he sort of did a few bands and a few stage productions, but he was all starting to hone his comedy stand-up routine as well, and he started to get a bit of a style about him. And it was around that time, particularly with Rubber Bishops and the Edinburgh Comedy Fringe Festival, Bill Bailey, who we're talking about now, started to get quite a following, started to get quite recognised around the UK. In fact, he got so well recognised that around 95, 96, he was starting to get industry awards just for his clever take on life. 1999, he got Best Live Stand-Up Award from the British Comedy Association. And there's around that sort of 1990 period, he was certainly doing the rounds around television, stage, and a few other bits and pieces like that. And so Bill Bailey was truly getting known. In the early 2000s, he was approached to be part of Black Books. Now, he'd done a little bit of television before this, but this show actually put him into the national consciousness even more. 2000, it came out. There was 18 episodes, 3 seasons by 6 episodes, and he was the assistant of the very bumbling, over-the-top, chaotic Black Books owner. We've got a couple of clips. We've got the meeting of Bill Bailey and Bill Bailey's character and the other character, the little book of calm, and a bit of fun that was going on with that particular scene. We've also got another scene where he's sitting in the bath, and well, he probably shouldn't be. There's a stack of things going on in that clip as well. So a couple of clips from Black Book, such an iconic comedy series from the UK. In 2001, he started to tour internationally, and this is where he really started to get his stage comedy craft up and running. We've got a couple of clips from that period. We've got all these are all live videos today. We've got English looking at how English look at how things today. Yeah, all things considering, they're not bad. They're defined not by how good things are, but by what they're not. And Bill Bailey will and truly had a way of being able to have a take on life and to look at things in that way. Very funny indeed. We've also got him performing a love song, which is all about before love, during love, and after love. Absolutely beautiful take on the world there. He just gets into the character of the storytelling so well, and you think, well, I can really just understand that. But it's such a quirky take on it. You think, what? This is a master of comedy. I think just first of all realise that comedians are actually quite clever. They're clever in, first of all, the scripting, but very much going along with the moment and doing what needs to happen. Bill Bailey is a genius when it comes to this. He is very clever, as we already have established, but to be able to make people laugh just with this quirky take on life is pretty good as well. So I've got a couple of clips from his live performing. In 2002, he was in part of Nevermind at the Buzzcocks. In 2003, he was also part of GI, which Stephen Fry started. And we've got a few best of clips from that particular show. QI's just got this balance of comedy and clever observations of life and curiosity about the world. Of course, Bill Bailey is just perfect for that particular show. And so I've got a few compilations of a few of him in action there. In 2008, for Prince Charles, well, as he was back then, but King Charles as he is now, his 60th birthday, Bill Bailey teamed up with Robin Williams, and they did a bit of a song, a bit of a tribute to Prince Charles as he was back then. Very clever indeed. A good comedian knows just how much to stretch things, just how much to push things while staying within limits. And Bill Bailey and Robin Williams well and truly knew how to do that. And you've got people from across the Atlantic from each other actually getting together. It actually is absolutely hilarious. And so we've got a live clip from that particular show. He is a multi-instrumentalist, as we know, and Bill Bailey just has a really quite interesting way of bringing music into the world, including his remarkable guide to the orchestra. We've got a bit of a live clip here of him talking about stripping away layers of the orchestra and what's left behind. And he picks the bassoon of all things, this little instrument that no one ever hears, but listen to what it plays at the end. It's absolutely hilarious. And Bill Bailey's just got the way of just bringing comedy into everything that he touches. And this is the brilliance of the man, absolutely. Moving forward, we've got a couple of clips of more recent times. We've got in Britain, we process comedy differently. We've got a live version of that one. We've also got him doing some reflections on answering some questions through music. I wanted to put this one in here because it just shows how, first of all, clever this guy is. How clever he can just make things up on the spot, but not just make up little things. These things are absolutely amazing. Changing keys. What does London sound like? He really just pictured that quite well. This guy is absolutely brilliant. So just thought I needed to put his take on a few things in that version below as well. I think the thing we can take out of this particular video is when you realise that you've got a gift to offer the world, you do it naturally and easy in a way that people are going to resonate with and respond to. If Bill Bailey got really stupid and silly, it wouldn't work. But because Bill Bailey is Bill Bailey, he just brings his audiences along for the ride. And I think this is the brilliance of the guy. He's very versatile, you know, comedy, musician, multi-instrumentalist, television, stage performing. He's an all-rounder, this guy. And, you know, to also be on shows such as QI, which is very highbrow, comedic, curiosity, genius. You just got to know what you're doing to be in a show like that one. Bill Bailey's just one of these guys that has been able to do everything. And I have seen him pop up a few times in YouTube when I've been looking, and he's just got that thing about him that I just had to do a video about him. So, Bill, if you're watching, you probably won't be, but if you are, thanks for what you brought to this world, and I trust you this has just done a little incy-wincy snippet of your life, but I certainly have enjoyed watching you when I found you on YouTube, that is for sure. So, the links to those 9 clips are in the description below. And I've also included my last video from Jimmy Webb. If you want to recap on him, feel free. I mean, someone left the cake out in the rain. Pretty corny lyrics, those ones. There's kind of a bit of a flow and effect to the comedic genius of Bill Bailey today. Well, if this is your first time to live reflection through music, or you've come back for another one, how great to see everybody here. Well, that's it for today. Next time we're going to get on to the artist Black. So until then, I'll catch you around. Bye for now.